Go.
Are we on? Are we on? Okay. Hello everyone. Hello, good evening, and a warm welcome to this very special screening and discussion of our latest creative project, Semangat, Restu Padi. Tonight, we will be sharing with you three elements. After my introductory comments, we will be screening a documentary film edited by Goh Choon Ean, who recorded the workshop performance process over the last few weeks. This will be followed by the screening of a short trailer of a video art film by Andrew Han that captures the creative process. After the two films, we will have an online discussion with the three co-creators, Lisa Fu, Ng Chao Guan, and myself. While watching the films, you will have the chance to write questions. This will be collected by Lisa, and then they will be the basis of our dialogue. Semangat Restu Padi is a creative process that explores immersive, on-site, and cross-medium creation to devise a body narrative. This involves mapping of installation, music, movement performance, and video art inspired from the life cycle of padi, of rice. This is the latest iteration of a project that we have been evolving for the past 5 years. It started with an on-site workshop process in December of 2015 at a Bendang Padi field in Balik Pulau. It involved members of the local community. This was followed then by the production of Move by Padi at a purpose-grown Padi field in Georgetown Festival 2016. After a gap, the next iteration was the production of Wandering Padi at the Ansan Street Arts Festival in South Korea in 2019. Then in 2020, we presented the next version called Living in Chiang Mai, Thailand, which was a collaboration involving creators from South Korea, Japan, Thailand, and Malaysia. I would like to say that the most recent presentation of Padi was one which is different. It wasn't in an art festival, it was at a Malaysian organic conference. And at that time, we presented it rice to rice. Even though each manifestation has involved different locations, different artists, different circumstances, all the productions also had a common purpose. And the purpose is to reveal the inner spirit of rice in all its manifestations. This inner spirit, or Semangat, reveals a complex cycle of life. There is the life cycle of the plant itself, measured in seasons, and the life cycle of the farmer who toils and cares for the spirit, for the plant, from the sowing of the seed to harvesting of the crop. Semangat can therefore be understood as a metaphor for creation and existence, both of which rely heavily on humankind's relationship to nature. With the three co-creators, Lisa, Guan, and myself, we continue to explore the significance and symbolism of rice in new ways. This time, we focus on what we call Restu Padi, the blessings or approval of the rice. We conducted a more hands-on and immersive study of the farmer's role, working on-site with guidance from the local community. This was done through a workshop process for video art and a movement performance. So after 3 months of experiencing the life cycle of Padi, the co-creators and the artists were able to achieve several things. And one was that we created a performance body and narrative based on a language that was driven by the study of the different phases of the cycle of Padi, and we used the cyclical rhythms of Semangat to develop the narrative framework. And I could kind of put it in about 9 types of rhythm of Semangat, and it relates closely to the life cycle of Padi, where we start with rendam Padi, the soaking of the rice. Yeah. the rhythm of pecah kulit, breaking through the outer husk, the rhythm or the semangat of pecah tanah, breaking through the earth, mengandung, the reproductive state. Padi susu is when the grain matures into a milky state, the state of tuai, reaping of the padi, the state of bunting, or the rhythm of bunting, threshing, the rhythm of nongkok, which we call it the threshing of the padi with the feet. And then we also acknowledge the semangat, or the state of recovery, healing, rest. Understanding the connections between these processes helped us to manipulate the interplay between installations, sound, words, and movement. As I mentioned earlier, within this performance, there is a creative act of seeking the blessings of Padi. So, in all the cultures of Southeast Asia, the deities or spirits associated with rice are embodied in the female form. The Javanese Dewi Sri, the Thai Mei Pesop, and the Kadazan Dusun Huminodun, the rice mother. These are personifications of fertility in all its forms and the guarantors of a good harvest. Our creative process emphasizes how rice provides us with sustenance and good health as we celebrate the life cycle, its rhythms, and continuities. So what you will be watching will be a documentation of that performance workshop process as it unfolded. The video artwork is scheduled to be premiered at the end of April. And when conditions allow, we intend to tour Semangat Restu Padi. We are also working towards a full-length documentary film and to publish a book. So I like to mention that during the MCO, the process of creation was obviously challenged in many ways. We had to adapt and improvise, of course. And just to say, don't worry about trying to follow my sound play or the words that I'm reciting as you are watching, because I was exploring the rhythm of sound with the composer, Guan, during the process. So I invite you to enjoy watching our workshop process, Semangat Restu Padi.
Mana datangnya dia ni? Nama kan? Kasih nama sikit dah. Kasih sikit nama dia. Apa dia? Tak dengar. Aku tak dengar. Kasih sikit nama dia. Apa nama dia? Dengar tak? Dengar tak? Dengar tak? Tak dengar. Tanya lagi. Apa tanya? Apa nama ni budak ni? Apa benda ni datang ni datang dia tiba-tiba ni berdiri kat sini? Selidang gemilangnya, selidang tatap, selidang rupa seri-seri, sari-seri-sari. Selidang gemilang kepala daging, daging katanya tidak ada. Anak mana 9 bulan, anak mana cahaya, gading seri, katanya. Gading kepala selidang. Datang lah. Nenek kasihkan saya kuasa selama ini, ya nenek. Satu kanan ada Ki, satu tangan kiri ni kari kan yang namanya. Ada Ki, kari. Katanya anak yatim piatu katanya. Musim tanam padi datang. Kata ada Ki dengan kari katanya. Kami miskin. Kami tak ada tanah. Kami miskin, tolong. Tak ada tanah ni nak tanam ni. Tak ada tanah nak tuntut tanam ni padi. Kata orang semua ramai ni manusia di tanah ni. Ambillah situ tanah kecil ni. Ambil. Ambil tu dah tanah sikit dah. Jom. Kita tanam padi sini. Kita alihkan dengan kalin. Kita tanam. Jom tanam padi sini. Tanam. Sikit pun boleh tanah ni. Bukan kita pilih. Datanglah seorang. Nenek katanya. Nenek ni bawa tambak. Dia bawa tambak. Dugaan katanya. Nenek kata dugaan. Farhana tak ada kita dugaan kita. Nenek boleh tolong tuai padi ni upah sikit katanya. Jom semua orang. Jom upah padi kat nenek ni. Dia tambak kan, dia bawa tambuk. Dia tambak kan, dia bawa tambuk. Siapa nak tanam padi sini? Tolong nenek. Siapa nak tanam padi? Semua orang tanah, tolong tak tanyai. Nek. Jom Nek, kita tolong. Yang diorang tu suka yang tambak tu. Biarlah. Biarlah. Kita tolong nenek. Nenek pun kata dugaan ya anak. Nah, banyak lagi yang untuk tuai untuk anak-anak yang dapat semua. Anak tolong nenek ya. Jayaratnam. Dewi naik besok. Mana? And she descended. And she descended. And she descended upon the thousand people. Okay. Guan Yin. And she pressed her breast and she squeezed milk upon the plants. Milk and blood. Onto the plants it flowed. And upon it, seeds grew. And the people were not starving anymore. Ha!
Hello.
Okay.
Hi. Sorry, yeah, give me a second. Are we on? Yeah. Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our film. I got to pull the chair a little bit so Guan can be in the picture. Yes. So before we go on, I'd like to say our thank yous to all the people involved behind the scene, as well the funders who have supported our project. First on the list is the co-creators, which is Lisa, Chor, Guan, and myself. The performers, as we know, our favorite Theyvapaalan, Kien Fei, Amira, and what you just saw just now was documented and edited by Goh Choon Ean of Luma. It was filmed by both Goh Choon Ean and Loo Que Lin. The video art that will be coming soon is directed by Andrew Han. Then we go to our production team. We want to thank Tan Hock King, our project manager, stage managers, Tan Lei Hyung and Lo Zikai. And we have the stills photography by Tan Charmaine, publicity design by Helena Dodge-Wan. And we want to give our special thanks to people such as Anas Shaswan, Erin Tan. We have Yi Teng from 221B, Art and Sports for Life, Hannah Mujing and Joanne Tan of Cendana. We have Jayanti Mala Jayaratnam to thank. We have Jillian Uy and Sharmini, Ratna Singham from Rhythm in Bronze. We have Captain Zakaria, Muhammad Alwinik bin Abdullah, Dato' Haji Muhammad Farid bin Haji Saad, Dr. Nurul Salmi Abdul Latif, Pakcik Awang. We have the Persatuan Aktiviti Warga Emas, Siti Aisyah Kamaruddin, Siti Huraiza, Sri Lovely Lembah Organik Kampung Lintang, Chin Swili, and Yayasan Lestari Balik Pulau. Thank you all. Oh, and now final but not least, our funders. Thank you, Cendana. Thank you, My Creative Ventures. Thank you, Penjana, and Hi-O Art and Culture Grant. And to those who have presented and produced us, Ombak-Ombak ARTStudio, Impress Creative and Editorial with Gareth Richards from Hikayat and Rabdaya, and WindRiver Productions.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. So we've come to the Q&A session. Am I right?
Yes, but there's no question. Everyone's just giving comments at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, we have someone called Jason Liel, Liel. I don't know whether you know him. He said the production is just top quality. Makes me want to buy a ticket and just fly back there now. That's what he says. Yeah. And then we have
the teaser. We didn't look at the teaser. Have you seen the trailer?
not yet.
Just the beginning of
Not
the...
yet. They haven't seen the trailer.
No?
Do we have the trailer? Can we have the trailer?
No. Hey, thank you. That was the trailer to the video.
Yes.
Video.
So Aida, can you say when this video art gonna show?
Well, we are hoping Andrew Han is working on it, and we are hoping that by end of April he will get it done. He will have to work closely with Chor Guan, and then we'll be premiering it then.
Yeah, please be patient.
Okay, so there's this Nancy Jenster. She said she had a wonderful experience after watching the screening.
Mhm.
And we have who else? Andrew McGregor says rice goddess with a heart.
Oh,
So
the
nice.
goddess.
Rice goddess with a heart. When you were squeezing milk into the living padi seedling. Yeah, and then you have we have Jade from Korea.
Hi, Jade.
She's here, and she felt like, wow, it looks like something that we had the session with last year in Thailand.
Yeah, we were collaborating with the artists. Yeah, that was nice.
And who else we have? Yeah, and then Apple says, let's do it live.
Yeah, and that's what we were working on, right? Towards to try to find a new content that that we can bring as a touring production where our party is also easily brought with us or planted, because the one that we did at Georgetown Festival, it took us 3 months plus to grow the paddy, right? And I think festivals are all like, they'll be like, oh, this is too difficult. We need to give you land for 3 months and then you have to plant. So we're trying our best, to find a simpler way. And we found it with the polybags, right, Lisa?
Yeah. So what happens that we decided that we want the party to move, really, like what we did in 2016. It was kind of like on the side, not really moving, but moving the people's heart. But this time we want the party actually moving physically. That's why if you see the video art, you see something very different. But we're not going to tell you now. But this workshop performance is just to give you an idea, the exploration, Aida going through all the scenes and the stages of what we can do with it. So that those are like kind of what you call potential that we can work with and make it into a piece, in that sense. Like each one has its own idea and its own concept and its own piece that can be moved, in that sense. Guan?
Yeah, I think this is not just potential, it's already happened. You can see like how Aida move using his physical spirit. She spent most of the time, like every day, like a farmer in the farm, like grow with the paddy, and then to understand a lot more than just the environment, but to connect with the people in the kampong. So this is, I think that's why it makes the workshop performance with the heart. I think that's the most important thing.
Yes. We have a question. Nancy Jenster, she asked us, how many days did it take to film?
Oh, no, this is like on the spot.
The workshop performance was on the spot. On the spot,
which is we start before the sunset.
So it took us almost an hour, 15 minutes, non-stop, except for the moment where the azan, the prayer call start. Yeah. We stopped for a while, and then we start up
and then
again.
We do the last bit.
Yeah. But the thing is, we get to film in just that an hour plus, but we had to make a lot of preparation before that. You know,
definitely.
3 days before, and then the camera crew had to set up and have a discussion with all of us, what angle, where, and what exactly Aida is going through. So she had a rehearsal kind of, before that with Guan. 2 days, two days before that actual recording or filming, in that sense. Yeah. So we had like almost 3 days in that sense to work that out. But of course, way beyond that, we had another experience of doing the video art that was like the whole different. We will have that session another time when we premiere.
Even the video art took us at least a week, no? I mean, a week. So that will be coming soon.
But regarding to the question, if you're talking about the shooting, although it's just an hour, but the whole process of it, including like growing party and stuff, and a lot of research and developments.
We started in October.
This is really a
long time.
You're like spending your life into it.
Yeah, and then Olga Chan said, could feel all the pain, hard work, surrender, and joy of paddy growing.
Oh, thank you.
So beautifully done, Aida, Choon Ean, and team.
Yeah, so sweet.
And then we have Jason Liao. He wants to go ahead with the questions. He said, I particularly enjoyed the juxtaposition of both Chor Guan's music as well as the organic sounds produced by Aida's work. How was that creative process?
I think the music is also playing on the spot. while sometimes Aida create the motif of it. And of course, we discuss some of it, and some just developed by itself very organically. So, for instance, just a great example, I think, when Aida is stepping on the padi at the end for the celebration or the harvest, it's pretty much like how the sound actually that I'm being create the rhythm is all sound that I collected from the padi. So even like you hear the shaker is actually made and built up by the sound of the padi, where the shell is brushing into each other, and then with the sound that recorded from the videos and how Aida respond to the music that I create. I think this is just it's all about we are not because Aida is dance or I'm making music, but this is like the entire piece that we create together. Because the music doesn't have so much. I mean, I'm talking the part that you were talking about. So there's no melody actually in the music that I created, but I think the melody is where people focus on the visual, where also Aida is playing with the beat from her body. I think that's the melody. That's why it's like we are feeling into each other, like compensating each other to build the texture, the layers together.
I think what I saw, because we are working together, that like the music, and you can say Aida also sort of like give you inspiration, and at the same time when you play it, then you give Aida the inspiration. So it's really like conversation in the sense.
It's like a call and response, isn't it?
Yeah, and you improvise as you go, and it's like you are working in an improvisation way in that sense, I feel. And there's another question.
Sorry, hold on. I think it's also the beauty of three of us been working together for at least 5-6 years.
5 years.
So, and also before I worked with Aida for some improvisation kind of session.
Release separately.
So I think that's how we build the connection.
So, I mean, in terms of text, right? I mean, we've been collecting this along the way, whether it's stories, whether it was name of the 9 Semangat, different texts that I was playing with, even the names of, I wanted to use more of their names like Tridevi, my peso, to call upon them. And I mean, of course, on that day itself, I was trying to just fill myself up with all this information. And even there's the story about, I wanted, as I was telling, maybe we got cut a bit, but the 2 anak yatim piatu, this anak yatim piatu.
Often.
Yeah, and I was trying to narrate that story. So things like this comes out, and in a way is to trigger something in Guan. And when that triggers him, maybe then I'm expecting that he would return back and trigger something else in me, so that I can grow that story. So it's like that. So I want we collected things. I think he also separately collect, and then try to use the session. And that's why it's a workshop session. It's a jamming session. We're just gonna like meet and see what comes out. What can you push me, and I push you with in terms of.
But I think again the atmosphere, the environment give us a lot of inspirations.
Yeah, that's very true. Because there's a question Jade Park asked. She's from Korea. We work with her. We collaborate with her in Thailand last year. And the question she asked is this: what is the difference when you dance in paddy versus dance on stage? And she says, sorry, silly question, but Jade, there's no silly question here. You can ask anything and it's all relevant.
So the difference is, I think, for me, that there was a centipede crawling on my back. Did you all see that?
Yeah.
And I can
it crawling on my back, and you won't get that in the studio. And I don't know. I mean, when I looked at it with Choon Ean, I said, no one told me. Neither one of you told me that this thing is at my back. So if we told you, you wouldn't stop, would you? you know, like, and we saw it just now. So I'm like, okay, did it affect me then? It could have. I could have been moving with it. I mean, things like appeared in that space, I would not get it in the studio or in the theater space. And it affects, maybe it's not seen by you or the audiences, but I think it affects us. So it can, and the thing is, we work like this a lot, and I remember with Guan, it's very, we want to say on in the spot and in the moment, and that's what we like about it. So that we allow whatever that's happening in the nature to give us another push to get into another state of consciousness, if you can say it like that.
Definitely playing, I mean, at outdoor or at the site, it has its challenge. For instance, before we set up, it was heavy rain. It was almost like thunderstorm for like 45 minutes. We couldn't set up. But we need to shoot by 6:30, let's say. And then the costume, the installation that made by Lisa, not supposed to get so heavy.
Yeah, but
because of the rain, it soaked the rain, and then all the bamboo.
Struggling with it. As you all can see, I was like, oh, Lisa, in my head, I was, that was one of the Semangat name I was going to call Lisa.
You were going to be very heavy because that's why I took my brain. Oh no.
Yeah.
And then that whole, you know, we remember, we reflect on the toil and hardship of the farmer and people who are working in nature, and then you feel it, and then you know you embody that presence, which we cannot do in the studio.
But knows like also like in between there's two almost rain, so I need to really like get ready to wrap up stuff in a very. But the first time, actually, it dropped quite a few, and then I take a big risk. I was like, oh, should I just continue? I don't care about it. But when the second time it comes back, the rain comes back, I was like, no, I need to go. I need to,
But I want to say, I'm sorry,
Aida, can you go on with the next? There's Jade commented, like her friend also watched this. Her name is So Moon. She said, oh, Jade from Korea, her friend also watched this. So the friend told Jade this, So Moon, the name of the lady from Korea, I think. Oh, I feel a tremendous wave in the dance. I can't believe. Hello? I can't believe there's this energy in the world.
Oh, so nice. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so she said, I can't believe there's this energy in the world. Think I have seen what my soul really seeks. Thank you for letting me know about this. Yeah, and
one day tomorrow.
yes, of course, we have another day. If those who missed in the earlier part of the work, the screening, come at 8 tomorrow, and you can watch the whole thing again. And we have who else is saying? Oh yeah, Nancy Jenster. She said she saw the centipede, and she was worried that you would encounter a snake.
Oh. No, but yeah, better not say it.
Never say this word.
Yeah, and Allah, remember she also was with us previously. I can see the intercultural elements in this workshop performance, which was beautifully blend and meaningful to all culture. She said, bravo.
Thank you, Allah. We miss you.
Yeah, we miss you.
Take over my role now. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about. Okay. Never mind. I lupa already. Okay.
I think that's about it. We have those questions, and most they are very, very impressed.
Yeah.
I mean, people still can go to comment at the event page.
Yes, of course.
And we also have the Semangat like page.
Yes.
Please like it, and then
That's right. Find us in Facebook, Semangat, and also at the Facebook event page for this performance, because you will be updated on the next event. After tomorrow, there will be the April one, which we're going to premiere the video art.
Yeah. And people who are late or didn't see it tonight, they won't be able to click on this link. They have to wait until tomorrow night. Yeah.
Oh, we got one more question.
Yeah. One more
To you, Aida, from Seiya Shimada. I was impressed with your expression of hands. Could you explain about your dance background on traditional dance?
Oh my God. Yeah. I know Seiya, right? Seiya from Japan. I mean, traditional dance, we all started very simple folk dances in school, in sekolah. I cannot say sekolah, in primary school. And then after that, later in your secondary school, it's a bit of introduction to the cultural elements. But I think it break furthermore, it opened up a little bit more when I went to the university in USM. Mainly, for me, I don't know why, the fingers or the hands became very expressive because I've started with ballet, but it came eventually, and I felt like, I needed to express through the hands. Yeah. Should I say more? But it's always been throughout time.
Yeah. It's great that there are many people. I can't remember how many people watching this was. I think we will find out later. So what else do you want to say before we leave? Because that's all. I think there's no more questions.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the video art, and that's what we're aiming for. And definitely, we'd like to tour, if possible, to take this project further. If there's anyone out there willing to fund and support.
We end with the video art trailer one more time, and then we say goodnight to everybody now.
Yeah. Okay. Gabe and Shunan, could we see the trailer again? Yeah.
Finish up. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Selamat malam.